What is going on, guys? Back with another video. Hope you're all keeping well. So as you all know, guys, the RWA narrative is a narrative I think is one of the strongest narratives. It's also one of the most undervalued, in my opinion, and it's something which isn't completely oversaturated, right? Total market cap is under 40 billion, and bear in mind that this includes the likes of Chainlink and obviously the likes of Ondo. For me, obviously Ondo is the best high cap for RWA. And the real thing is, guys, there's a lot of decent options, right? And when it comes to your lower cap projects, guys, for me, this is one of the, if not the best low cap RWA option if you're looking for something which can give you some insane gains, right? So a lot of updates to Propbase, and this is very quickly becoming one of my favorite RWA projects. Very high quality website. They've updated everything in relation to the website. They've updated information surrounding the tokenomics, the token utility, and also the overall user experience, right? So essentially what Propbase is, it's a project which helps people who want to invest in various different real estate projects. You can invest with, very small amounts of money, little as $100. And, what I really like about this, guys, is just how quality some of these properties are, right? So you can see some of these, very high quality apartments, hotels, condos, and you can see, you've got the opportunity for fractional ownership, earning rental yield without having to go through all of the hassle of actually physically owning the property. These properties are also qualified, managed by, real high quality hotel brands. And that is what I just really like about this project, right? A lot of people want to invest in real estate, and this just makes it really easy, right? All you have to do, get the token, stake it, and you can basically buy the various different tokens for the different properties, right? And you can see here, guys, this is insane, right? Just want to cover, this is currently under $13 million in market cap, guys, right? This is such an undervalued project, which I think is, if you're watching this now, you have the opportunity to get in on something very early. Me personally, I'm going to be buying more of this because I just really have a lot of conviction in it. It is on Aptos, which is obviously, it does make a bit of a change from seeing Solana, Ethereum, and it is also on Base, right? So you have the Base exposure there as well, which is really important. And, as I was saying, you can see the properties, guys, right? The likes of Wyndham, Ramada Hotels, Hilton Hotels, Pullman, Banyan Tree Residences within Southeast Asia. And you can see these, how high quality these properties are, right? You can get, yield on this. Again, a very good way to diversify, your sort of portfolio in terms of investments. And this is insane, right? You can see here as well, shows you exactly how you can get started up. You basically sign up on Propbase Nexus. Very simple. You just follow everything step by step, complete the KYC, and you can basically browse all the various properties. And the difference with Propbase, they are actively increasing the amount of properties they offer, which is really important, right? There's some projects which are a bit more slower. It takes them a long time to gain additional properties for investments. They do a good job at getting it done very quickly, right? Which is what I really like. The Nexus app is, very user friendly. And you can see here, you can claim your monthly rental yield, right? Which is really good. And of course, you can buy and sell this anytime. Team as well. This is another thing I like. Team is fully doxed, and they have a good amount of experience. You can come and have a look at their sort of, their full, goes into depth on their strengths. And this is the founder and CEO, Kevin. And you can see here, it goes into some of his strengths, some of the different companies and, universities that he's got experience from. So again, this is just a good touch, right? This is important for me as an investor. I want to have that confidence, guys. And again, guys, I like, I research projects in depth, and I only bring you projects that I actually have conviction in. And, this is definitely one of the best RWA projects. Forget high caps, forget mid caps, low caps. Overall, for me, in my opinion, this is definitely up there, right? You can see here as well, true property ownership. This is legally, you have literal legal ownership with some of these tokens. You can see here, various, KYC, anti-money laundering is all done within this as well. So again, very good. Your investment is legally protected under regulations, ensuring a verifiable and compliant ownership structure. And obviously, with it being on chain, all of the records are on chain. You can see here, partner with some big firms, auditing firms like Deloitte, other law firms as well. Again, just gives confidence for the investor. Another important factor, guys, is what does the token actually, what is the use of it, right? And again, ticks the box in terms of token utility. Props is the main token that we are talking about today. Governance, you can basically, this is how you can get involved with the platform to basically, invest in these properties. You can stake this as well to gain allocation, transaction fees, also membership and benefits. Basically, by staking it, the more you stake, you can, get higher up on the sort of leaderboard, and you can get access to new properties, discounts, and, other offerings as well. And you can see here also rewards and incentives. So good amount of token utility as well. They do go into more depth exactly what they use the token for. So again, guys, this is just very, it's just very transparent, right? That's what you want. You want to know exactly what the token is used for. And this tells you exactly what the token does, right? So membership access, platform fees, for the staking, property discounts. So a good range of different use cases as well. Which is really good. And then goes into the tokenomics. Now, this does have inflation of 8%, but, with their tokenomics schedule in terms of, unlocks and stuff, this is very small, right? This isn't something which I'm worried about. And again, it's done in very small amounts, right? So, this is obviously the the unlock will be in June. And again, it's only, less than 1% of the supply. You can see there's already, over 400 million in circulation. So this is a very small amount, right? This isn't significant, which isn't going to be a concern for me. And also they've extended the vesting period for the tokens to 8 years, which is, which is insane, because you're probably not going to be in the market for 8 years. You might be, but, I'm not going to be. So again, very transparent. It shows you exactly the economy. 35% for reward, which is really good for the for the community. 3% foundation in terms of the company, 12%, and that's not too bad. Marketing 10%, advisors 5%. So the tokenomics are pretty good. Of course, you do have the IDO 20%, but it is very sort of community based in terms of the rewards. You can see here 75% community allocation, IDO 20%, rewards 35%. So again, good tokenomics. And again, it gives you exactly when each of these will be released. And as I've said, very, very transparent. You can see here, it gives you an exact sort of vesting schedule as well, unlocks, and again, just tells you exactly what you want to know. The other thing which is very promising is the roadmap. This sort of goes into depth on the roadmap. I'll just quickly bring this up for you as well. You can see just in depth of how transparent they are, what they've achieved in Q1. You can see here they launched the secondary marketplace, completed website 2.0, and the website looks really good. You can see here Q2 developing the app. So there's a huge amount of developments, guys. You can come in and have a look at just how much they have planned over 2025. And you can see here their app rollout on Android and App Store. So there's a lot of good things, guys, coming here. And, I've got a lot of confidence in this project, which is why I'm going to continue to DCA. A very good community, big following, very good engagement. This is what you want to see, guys, right? So if you're looking for an RWA project, of course, this is going to be high risk because it is a low cap / micro cap. But the thing is, guys, this is still, in my opinion, a lot less risky than some of the mid caps and high caps. We've seen what happened to Mantra. And for me, risk to reward is very good on this. Trading volume is close to 3 million. You've got a good range of different exchanges, MEXC, BitGet, Get.io. And, I'm sure they will look to get some more listings as well going into the future. So for me, guys, in terms of where this can go, you look at 500 million, that is close to a 40x. I don't see why that can't happen, if I'm being completely honest, guys. But, even if you look at something like 300 million, that is around over 20x. For me, this is something I can see even doing a 50x. I mean, even if you think of, 100x on this is 1.2 billion, right? Which is, when you think of it, not that crazy to think. But for me personally, this is something which I think is potentially a 20, 30, potentially even 50x. Again, guys, you have to, make your own mind up of where you think this can go. But for me, I'm definitely going to leave a small bag for this to ride it up because I do really like this project. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And, definitely have a look at Propbase, guys, because this is still very cheap. You're still early to this, very close to the bottom, and they've got a lot of plans for 2025. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you very soon for the next video.